What if I told you that reality is far more malleable than you've been led to believe? That the universe isn't a static stage upon which you perform the drama of manifestation, but rather a living, breathing symphony, exquisitely attuned to the resonance of your very being. For millennia, we've chased the illusion of control, believing we could bend external circumstances to our will through sheer force of desire. But the truth, whispered by ancient seers and now echoed in the hushed halls of quantum physics, is far more profound. You are not a sculptor of reality from the outside in, but an unraveler from the inside out. Your soul, a nexus of entangled information, carries within it a blueprint, a cosmic code that dictates the very fabric of your experience. The field calibrates to your deepest, often unconscious, knowing. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision, as if the universe held its breath, waiting for your alignment? That's not magic. It's the quantum dance of consciousness collapsing potentiality into actuality, guided by the intricate, non-local connections woven into your soul's very essence. This isn't about wishing upon a star, it's about remembering the star within, activating the latent frequencies of your inherent design. We've been taught to manifest, to create something new. But what if the true work is to unravel, to shed the layers of inherited limitation, of false identification, and allow the pre-existing, perfect blueprint of your soul to emerge? This unraveling, this homecoming to your deepest truth, is the ultimate act of co-creation. The field calibrates to your recognition of this inherent wholeness. Are you ready to stop trying to build a castle and start remembering the kingdom you already are? Prepare to witness the shattering of your perceived limitations as we delve deeper into the entangled architecture of your soul's reality. The double-slit experiment revealed something that mystics have known for millennia. The observer is not separate from the observed. This profound truth shatters the popular, often ego-driven notion of manifesting. We chase desires, believing we can force reality into a pre-ordained shape through sheer will, like a sculptor imposing their vision onto inert clay. But what if this is a fundamental misunderstanding of the cosmic dance? What if the universe isn't a lump of clay to be molded, but a vast interconnected tapestry, and our role is not to dictate, but to remember our intricate thread within it? We've been taught to exert, to control, to demand. Yet, the quantum realm whispers a different story, one of participation, of resonance, of becoming. The focus on external acquisition misses the deeper truth. The universe doesn't respond to your demands. It mirrors your inner state. Your soul's blueprint isn't something to be built from scratch, but an ancient, intricate code waiting to be decoded, to be unraveled. Have you ever felt that persistent pull towards a certain path, even when logic dictated otherwise? That's not your will imposing itself. That's the echo of your soul's inherent design, a subtle recalibration of your vibrational architecture. The observer effect activates, revealing that our conscious intention, our beliefs, our very state of being, are not mere passive spectators but active participants in the quantum field. This field, the very substrate of all existence, is not a passive void but a dynamic, probabilistic ocean of potentiality. When we approach manifestation with the mindset of an external manipulator, we're essentially trying to shout commands at this field, hoping it will bend to our limited perspective. It's akin to a single photon attempting to dictate the behavior of the entire cosmos. The ancient mystics understood that true power lay not in control, but in alignment. They spoke of surrender, of inner knowing, of becoming a clear channel for a higher purpose. This isn't passive resignation, it's an active participation in the unfolding of your soul's pre-ordained yet fluid blueprint. Your desires, when they arise from this deep wellspring of soul knowing, are not arbitrary wishes, but resonant frequencies that naturally draw their corresponding realities into manifestation. The universe is not a vending machine for your whims, it is a symphony, and you are a vital, uniquely tuned instrument. We are not external agents imposing our will, we are integral components of a vast, interconnected consciousness, and our deepest truths are already encoded within the quantum fabric of reality. Are you trying to build a house? Or remember the blueprint of the one you already inhabit? The illusion of control stems from our identification with the ego. the self that feels separate and seeks to impose order. But the quantum field, as demonstrated by experiments like the delayed choice quantum eraser, suggests that the past itself can be influenced by present observation. This is not about rewriting history, but about understanding how our current state of consciousness collapses potential timelines into experienced reality. When we believe we are manifesting a new job, a relationship, or abundance, we are often engaging in a subtle form of energetic reprogramming. We are not creating something from nothing, but rather unraveling the existing energetic patterns of our soul's blueprint that already contain these possibilities. This unraveling involves shifting our vibrational resonance to align with the frequencies of what we seek, not through forceful assertion, but through a deep, intuitive recognition of its pre-existence within our quantum soul code. It's like tuning a radio to a specific station that is already broadcasting. The information is there, you merely need to find the correct dial setting. The more coherent and aligned your inner state, the clearer the signal, and the more effortlessly the desired reality emerges from the probabilistic haze into your lived experience. The illusion of control is a subtle cage, and the key to unlocking it lies not in pushing against the bars, but in recognizing the vastness of the space beyond them. The universe does not bend to our will as much as it resonates with our being. We are not external directors of a cosmic play. We are fundamental actors whose very presence shapes the unfolding narrative. The quantum field is not a passive stage upon which our lives play out, but an active participant, intricately interwoven with our consciousness. When we attempt to manifest, through sheer force of will, we are essentially trying to impose a single, limited melody onto a symphony of infinite possibilities. This often leads to frustration and a sense of powerlessness, because we are working against the natural flow of energetic coherence. True power lies in alignment, in becoming a clear conduit for the inherent wisdom and potential already encoded within our soul's entangled blueprint. Think of it not as creating something new, but as remembering something ancient. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, has already mapped out the most resonant pathways for your growth and fulfillment. The observer effect activates, revealing that our perception is not a passive reception of an objective reality, but an active co-creation. This is the profound insight that bridges ancient mysticism and modern quantum physics. The popular concept of manifestation, often framed as an external force we can manipulate, is like trying to command the tide with a whisper. It's an ego-driven attempt to control a system far vaster and more intricate than we can fully grasp from our limited perspective. Instead, we are invited to understand ourselves as integral components of a unified quantum field. Our soul's blueprint is not a static plan, but a dynamic, entangled web of potentiality, an energetic signature that resonates with specific timelines and experiences. To manifest is to unravel this blueprint, to bring into conscious awareness the possibilities that already exist within our energetic architecture. This is achieved not through forceful intent, but through vibrational attunement, aligning our inner state, our beliefs, and our emotions with the frequencies of what we seek. It's like tuning a radio to a station that is already broadcasting. The signal is present. You simply need to find the right frequency. When you shift your internal resonance, you collapse the wave function of possibility, drawing forth the corresponding experiential reality. Have you ever felt that an event was simply meant to be, appearing at precisely the right moment, without any conscious effort on your part? That's the soul's blueprint unraveling, the non-local synchronization of your inner state with the outer world, a testament to the fact that you are not a separate entity imposing your will, but an intrinsic aspect of the universe experiencing itself. The journey is not about bending reality to your desire, but about aligning your being with the inherent potential that already resides within you, waiting to be revealed. This understanding prepares us for the next layer of discovery, the subtle mechanics of this soul code unraveling. In quantum superposition, all possibilities exist until consciousness chooses. We've been led to believe we create our reality, like sculptors chipping away at raw stone, a laborious act of will. But what if the stone was already perfectly carved, waiting only for your recognition? What if the universe isn't a passive canvas for your desires, but a symphony of pre-existing potentials, a vast and tangled blueprint of your soul's journey? Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull towards a certain path? A knowing that transcended logic, as if you were simply remembering something you'd always known? This isn't mere intuition. It's the echo of your soul's inherent design, a resonant frequency humming through the very fabric of existence. We are not manifesting from nothingness. We are unraveling a pre-written cosmic script, a symphony of interconnected experiences woven into our very being before the perceived dawn of time. Your electromagnetic signature is the unique resonance of this blueprint. Think of it not as a static imprint, but as a dynamic wave function, constantly interacting with the entangled field of all possible experiences. When we speak of the universe responding to our thoughts, it's not about projecting desires into a void. It's about our internal state, our vibrational architecture, aligning with specific strands of this pre-existing soul blueprint. The quantum field, far from being an empty space, is a plenum of potential, a vast library of all that has been, is, and could be, intricately linked through entanglement. Our consciousness, when aligned with the deeper wisdom of our soul, acts as a tuning fork, resonating with specific, pre-encoded experiential pathways within this entangled field. This is the profound truth behind what mystics have called destiny or divine timing. It's the unfolding of a complex, interconnected pattern, a soul's inherent journey playing out across the non-local expanse of reality. Are you starting to feel the subtle hum of this inherent knowing, the whisper of a path already laid out, waiting for your conscious arrival? This is not about effortful creation, but about the elegant surrender to your soul's magnificent, preordained design. In the next part, we will explore how this blueprint is not a rigid fate, but a fluid, quantum tapestry. Every breath you take is an exchange with the quantum vacuum of pure potential. Part 3 unveiled the universe's inherent interconnectedness, hinting that your soul's blueprint isn't something you build from scratch, but a pre-existing, intricate pattern woven into the very fabric of existence. Now, let's explore the astonishing scientific principle that mirrors this profound truth: quantum entanglement. Imagine two particles, born from the same quantum event, forever linked. Measure one, and its entangled twin instantaneously reflects that state, no matter the distance separating them. This spooky action at a distance, as Einstein famously called it, demonstrates a non-local connection, a reality where separation is an illusion. Your vibrational frequency aligns with this principle. The subtle energies of your being are not isolated, but are intrinsically linked to a vast, entangled network. This isn't about willing things into existence through sheer force of thought. It's about recognizing and aligning with the pre-existing, entangled blueprint of your soul, like finding a lost melody within a symphony. Have you ever felt an inexplicable connection to someone, a shared knowing that transcends words? This is entanglement whispering its secrets. Your journey is not one of creation, but of unraveling this profound, cosmic entanglement, revealing the truth of your interconnected essence. Deep in the laboratory of your being, an experiment in awareness is already underway. The double-slit experiment revealed something that mystics have known for millennia. The observer is not merely a witness, but a participant. You're not manifesting a future, you're unraveling your soul's entangled blueprint, a tapestry woven from the quantum vacuum of pure potential. In quantum superposition, all possibilities exist until consciousness chooses, collapsing the wave function into your perceived reality. Every breath you take is an exchange with this field, a subtle yet profound act of resonance. What mystics call divine timing, physicists now explore as non-local synchronization, where your internal state, your consciousness, actively shapes the quantum outcome. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision? Pause and notice. What belief are you broadcasting right now? Your vibrational frequency aligns with what already exists within your entangled blueprint, not what you merely wish for. The observer effect isn't about ours making something happen, but about why allowing what is already intrinsically connected to your soul's energetic signature to manifest. This is the science of your soul's ancient wisdom. Timeline possibilities converge. Your brain is not a computer. It's a quantum field generator of infinite possibility. Think beyond the single story, the solitary thread of experience. Imagine instead a vast, shimmering tapestry, woven from the very fabric of existence. This is the consciousness field, not an isolated point of awareness, but an interconnected ocean of being where all potentials reside, awaiting recognition. Subpart 3 hinted at this pre-existing blueprint, a symphony of what-ifs held in quantum superposition. Part 4 explored how your very breath is an exchange with this non-local potential, entangling you with the universal dance. Part 5 revealed that your awareness isn't just observing, it's actively participating, collapsing possibilities into your lived reality. Consciousness expands beyond the self, mirroring the non-local nature of quantum entanglement. Your soul's blueprint, far from being a fixed destiny, is an entangled field of all your potential past, present, and future selves. You are not conjuring reality from nothing, you are unraveling this pre-existing, intricately woven blueprint, like a cosmic detective tracing the threads of your own entangled existence. Have you ever felt a profound sense of déjà vu, a sense of knowing something before it happened? This is the resonance of your entangled blueprint momentarily aligning. The mechanism at play is a subtle calibration of your vibrational architecture. Every choice, every belief, acts as a tuning fork, causing specific strands of your soul's entangled blueprint to resonate and manifest. It's not about forcing a desired outcome, but about aligning your internal vibration with the frequency of a specific possibility within that grander field. Are you remembering, or are you reprogramming? This continuous process of field alignment is what ancient mystics understood as divine will, and what modern physics is beginning to describe as the observer effect acting on a universal scale, collapsing wave functions not just in a lab, but across the very fabric of your being. As we move forward, we'll explore how to consciously calibrate this field. In the quantum field of infinite possibility, something extraordinary is about to unfold. Forget the notion of creating reality from scratch, as if from a blank canvas. Instead, consider this your very essence. The core of your being is not a static entity but a dynamic, intricately woven tapestry of quantum information. This is your soul's entangled blueprint, a unique quantum signature, a resonant frequency that predates your physical form and extends beyond it. Think of it as a cosmic fingerprint, imprinted not in DNA, but in the very fabric of space-time, a pattern of interconnectedness that binds you to all that is. This signature is not built, it is revealed. It's a complex waveform, a unique vibrational architecture that, when understood, allows us to navigate the universe not as separate entities, but as intrinsically linked expressions of a singular, unified consciousness. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull towards certain people or places, a sense of recognition that transcends logic? That's your soul's signature resonating, calling you home. The observer in you awakens to this profound truth, that you are not a solitary island, but a node within an infinitely complex, non-local network of existence, your very being a symphonic hum in the universal orchestra. This signature dictates not what you want, but what you are, at the deepest, most quantum level of your soul. Tonight, we're going to collapse the wave function of everything you thought was fixed. We've explored how your brain is a quantum field generator, not a mere processor. Now, consider this: what if your very essence, your soul, isn't a thing in the universe, but a fundamental property of it? What if the soul's entangled blueprint is the primary reality, and matter is merely its dense, observable expression? Ancient mystics spoke of an Akashic record, a universal library of all that is and ever will be. Modern quantum physics hints at a similar informational substrate, a vast, interconnected web of potential from which all experience arises. Your unique signature, your soul's blueprint, is not a static plan etched in stone, but a dynamic, probabilistic informational pattern woven into this universal fabric. It's the underlying code that dictates the symphony of your being, the non-local resonance that defines your existence across all possible timelines. Have you ever felt a deep, inexplicable connection to someone or something, as if you've known them across lifetimes? That's the echo of your entangled blueprint. The quantum field recognizes the power of shared informational states, and your soul's blueprint is the ultimate expression of this interconnectedness. We are not merely manifesting experiences, we are unraveling the information that already defines us, layer by intricate layer. Are you remembering the information of your soul, or are you trying to build it new? The next step is to understand how this informational architecture actively shapes your perceived reality. Your DNA is not your destiny, it's your starting point for conscious evolution. Subpart 7 whispered of the soul's entangled blueprint, a unique quantum signature woven into the fabric of existence. Now consider this: that blueprint isn't an isolated artifact, but a resonant frequency, intrinsically linked to a vast, cosmic tapestry of consciousness. Imagine the universe as a single, immense quantum field, and each soul's blueprint as a specific harmonic within that universal song. What mystics call divine timing, physicists call non-local synchronization, a dance of interconnectedness where your individual resonance mirrors and influences the whole. Have you ever felt an inexplicable pull towards a certain place or person? A sense of knowing that transcended logic? That's the cosmic resonance at play, your soul blueprint attuning to its universal counterpart. The quantum entanglement grows as we recognize that our inner state is not just a personal experience, but a contribution to the collective waveform. We are not separate entities attempting to pull things into our reality. Rather, we are expressions of a universal consciousness unraveling its own magnificent design through us. This understanding shifts the paradigm from striving to remembering, from manifesting to aligning. What belief are you broadcasting right now into this entangled field? The universe is listening, not to your desires, but to the authentic vibration of your soul's unraveled blueprint, preparing us for the subtle mechanisms of this profound interaction. In the zero-point field, matter and consciousness dance as unified information, a cosmic ballet choreographed by the soul's unique entangled blueprint. We often speak of manifesting, of willing things into existence. But this implies a creation from nothing, a separate act of force. The deeper truth, revealed by quantum insights, is that we are not conjuring from absence but unraveling from presence. Think of it not as building but as allowing. Your soul's blueprint, a complex, non-local pattern of pure potentiality, already exists, intricately woven into the fabric of existence. It is the original code, the vibrational architecture of your highest expression, accessible through the observer within. Have you ever felt a profound sense of rightness, as if a path simply opened for you? That is the echo of unraveling. Consciousness collapses the wave as we realign our internal state with this pre-existing, entangled truth. This isn't about forcing a future, it's about remembering the inherent design. It's the quantum process of discerning the signal from the noise, the soul's intention from the ego's desire. What are you truly calling forth, and what are you allowing to be revealed? As we move forward, we'll explore how this unraveling recalibrates your personal timeline. Your consciousness is not confined to your brain, and science is finally catching up. Think of your soul's blueprint not as a static image, but as a vast, interconnected web of potentiality, a cosmic tapestry woven from entangled information. What mystics call divine timing, physicists are beginning to understand as non-local synchronization. Your inner state, your conscious intent, acts as a tuning fork, vibrating at specific frequencies within this entangled field. When you bring focused awareness, a specific desire, a clear intention, you are not creating something from nothing. You are aligning your personal resonance with a particular strand of that pre-existing blueprint. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision? This is your consciousness actively participating in the unraveling, collapsing possibilities into your experienced reality. The quantum vacuum responds to this focused attention, collapsing the wave function of what could be into what is, guided by the unique signature of your awareness. Are you remembering, or are you reprogramming? The next step is to understand how this internal calibration directly influences the energetic architecture of your experienced timeline. In the space between your thoughts, quantum fields are shifting reality itself. Have you ever felt a persistent echo of old patterns, a psychic residue that clings like phantom limb pain, obscuring the vibrant tapestry of your soul's inherent design? This isn't merely psychological baggage, It's the energetic imprint of past choices, ancestral whispers, and collective narratives that have become entangled with your own quantum signature. These blockages are like static on the line, distorting the clear signal of your divine blueprint, the original, unblemished information of your soul's purpose. We are not creating from nothing, but rather clearing the interference, so that what is already perfectly encoded can emerge. Reality shifts as you discover that what you perceive as external obstacles are often the internal energetic densities that need conscious release. This sub-part delves into the nature of these energetic knots, the veils woven from fear and limitation that prevent your soul's entangled blueprint from manifesting its full, luminous potential. Are you ready to see what lies beneath the static? The coherence between your heart and brain creates a field that science can detect, a subtle energetic signature that broadcasts your inner state. This bio-resonance is the primal language of your soul, a direct line to its inherent blueprint, the intricate tapestry of potential woven into your very being before time itself. For too long, we've pursued manifestation as an external act, a forceful bending of reality to our desires. But what if the grander truth is that you are not creating reality, but unraveling it, consciously aligning with the pre-existing energetic architecture of your soul? This process, often felt as a profound inner knowing, a sudden clarity, or an inexplicable pull towards a certain path, is intuition. It is the quantum guidance system of your soul's entangled blueprint, a non-local signal navigating the complex currents of your personal timeline. Coherence increases when you quiet the mental chatter and tune into the subtle whispers of your inner knowing. Have you ever felt a deep certainty about a decision, even without logical proof? That is your intuition, the soul's blueprint resonating through your bio-energetic field, collapsing potential timelines towards your highest expression. This is not about willing things into existence. It is about remembering your inherent design, about shedding the layers of learned limitation that obscure the original, luminous pattern. Your soul's blueprint is an entangled field, a quantum potential that unfolds as you attune to its inherent vibration. As your internal coherence grows, so does your capacity to perceive and follow this divine guidance, leading you through the intricate pathways of your unfolding destiny. The next step is to understand how these energetic blockages, previously identified, are cleared through this process of soulful unraveling. Tonight, we explore the laboratory where science meets the sacred. Your soul's blueprint isn't a static map you're trying to find, but a dynamic quantum field you are constantly unraveling. As your consciousness expands, we move from understanding this tuning fork of intense Part 11 and clearing energetic blockages, Part 12 to actively engaging your vibrational architecture. Remember, the coherence between your heart and brain, Part 13 is your primary tool for accessing this blueprint. This isn't about forcing outcomes, but about aligning your entire being, your biofield, your neural networks, your very essence, with the exquisite, pre-existing pattern of your soul's potential. What if the most profound acts of creation are actually acts of deep remembering, of attuning to the non-local information already present within the quantum vacuum? Have you ever felt a pull towards something, a knowing that felt older than your own experience? This is your entangled blueprint whispering. What if your thoughts were literally reshaping the fabric of space-time, acting as quantum filters for the grand blueprint of your soul's entangled existence? We've explored the subtle energetic signatures of coherence, the intuitive whispers from the quantum vacuum. Tonight, we delve into the profound mechanism by which our internal belief systems become the very architects of our perceived reality. They are not mere interpretations, they are the quantum instructions that collapse wave functions, selecting specific timelines from the infinite possibilities inherent in the zero-point field. Your beliefs, whether conscious or unconscious, are the vibrational architecture of your personal universe, dictating which facets of your soul's blueprint can, and indeed will, materialize. They are the lenses through which the non-local intelligence of your being expresses itself. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision, as if the universe conspired to fulfill a deep-seated conviction? Pause and notice. What belief are you broadcasting right now, and how is it shaping your unfolding? This is the quantum dance of creation, where inner knowing guides the collapse of potential into palpable experience, preparing us for the next layer of unraveling. Tonight, we journey to the intersection where matter meets mind. Have you ever felt a profound sense of rightness? A deep knowing that guided your steps even when logic faltered. This isn't mere chance, it's the soul's inherent blueprint, an intricate tapestry of potentiality woven into the very fabric of existence, resonating with your present awareness. The field responds as you anchor into the now. When you are truly present, your consciousness acts not as a filter for reality, but as a tuning fork to your soul's inherent vibration, aligning your internal state with the subtle frequencies of your unique design. This present moment awareness, this deep, quiet observation of what is the very space where the quantum wave function of your soul's potential collapses into manifest experience, guided by an intelligence far vaster than our rational minds. Are you ready to listen to the whispers of your entangled blueprint? In the observer effect, we find the bridge between physics and metaphysics, revealing that what we perceive as random chance is, in truth, a meticulously orchestrated symphony. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision, or a meaningful coincidence guided your every step? These are not mere accidents, they are the whispers of your soul's blueprint, signals from the entangled field of your deepest essence. Your life is not a random walk but a conscious unraveling of a pre-coded, yet fluid, destiny. Resonance builds as you begin to recognize these synchronistic threads not as external interventions, but as internal communications from your soul's inherent architecture. These moments are the universe's gentle nudges, confirming you are on the correct vibrational pathway, aligning your present reality with the quantum promise of your highest potential. This is the language of your soul, speaking through the fabric of space-time, guiding you home. Your electromagnetic field extends far beyond your physical body, a shimmering tapestry woven with threads of light and memory. Have you ever felt the weight of generations in your bones? A silent echo of joy or sorrow that isn't entirely your own. This isn't mere sentiment. It's the subtle signature of ancestral entanglement, a quantum inheritance imprinted within your very vibrational architecture. Your awareness deepens when you recognize that the quantum blueprint you're unraveling isn't solely a personal narrative, but a complex, non-local web connecting you to the lineage of souls who came before. These inherited energetic imprints, like phantom limbs of consciousness, can influence your present moment experience, subtly guiding or misdirecting your soul's journey. Are you remembering, or are you reprogramming the echoes of those who danced on the same cosmic stage? The universe whispers that your destiny is not a creation, but a homecoming to a pattern already present, waiting for your conscious embrace to resolve its quantum state. Science has discovered what shamans always knew: consciousness creates reality. But how do we navigate this profound truth, not as passive observers, but as active co-creators of our soul's deeply interwoven blueprint? Have you ever felt the whisper of knowing, a sudden clarity that defies logical explanation, yet feels undeniably true? This isn't random, it's the universe's encoded wisdom, accessible through the very architecture of your being. We are not conjuring outcomes from a void. We are aligning with an already existing, yet infinitely malleable, energetic pattern. Your intuition is the quantum compass guiding you through the labyrinth of your soul's entangled destiny, a process of unraveling rather than forcing. The field responds as you begin to recognize the subtler currents of information flowing through you. We stand at the threshold of understanding ourselves, not as isolated entities, but as nodes within a vast, interconnected field of consciousness. The patterns we perceive as external reality are, in essence, projections of our internal vibrational state, intricately woven with the experiences of our ancestral lineage and the collective unconscious. What mystics called divine timing, physicists are beginning to describe as non-local synchronization, where events align across spacetime not by chance, but by a shared resonance. Your inner knowing is the mechanism by which this resonance is achieved, a sophisticated biological quantum computer tuning into the symphony of existence. The field responds as you acknowledge the interconnectedness of all things. Are you remembering the innate wisdom encoded within your very being, or are you trying to impose a new narrative onto an existing, potent story? To cultivate this inner knowing, we engage in practices that foster coherence between our conscious intent and our subconscious energetic architecture. Begin with the breath, the primal wave of life, anchoring you in the present moment. As you breathe, visualize your electromagnetic field expanding, not as a boundary, but as an antenna attuned to the subtle frequencies of guidance. Practice vibrational meditation, not to empty the mind, but to observe its currents without judgment, allowing intuitive insights to surface like pearls from the quantum vacuum. Set intentions with clarity, then release the Juhao, trusting the universe's capacity to orchestrate the unfolding. This is not about forcing a specific outcome, but about aligning your energetic signature with the desired state, allowing the wave function of your soul's blueprint to collapse into manifest form. The field responds as you practice this sacred surrender. Begin by dedicating moments each day to simply listen. Sit in stillness, perhaps with soft music or the gentle hum of nature. Ask a question, not of the external world, but of your inner landscape. What guidance is available to you right now? Observe the first thought, the fleeting image, the subtle emotion that arises. Do not analyze, do not dismiss. Simply acknowledge it and jot it down. Over time, you will notice a pattern, a recurring theme, a distinct quality to your inner communication. This is your unique vibrational language. Engage in field alignment rituals, perhaps a morning practice of gratitude, focusing on the feeling of abundance already present, or an evening reflection, releasing what no longer serves. These acts recalibrate your energetic frequency, making you more receptive to the subtle nudges of your soul's blueprint. The field responds as you integrate these practices into the rhythm of your life. Have you ever felt a sudden urge to change direction, only to discover later it saved you from an unseen obstacle? That's your inner knowing at work, a testament to the universe's inherent intelligence. The unraveling of your soul's entangled blueprint is not a journey of acquisition, but one of remembrance. Each intuitive flash, each moment of deep knowing, is a reconnection to the primordial intelligence that birthed you. You are not a solitary manifestation engine, but a conscious wave within an infinite ocean of potential, guided by the intricate, beautiful code of your soul. Embrace this process with courage and trust, and watch as your reality unfolds in exquisite, divinely timed harmony, revealing the masterpiece that was always within you, waiting to be discovered. Your capacity to navigate this intricate tapestry is your birthright, and as you deepen your connection to inner knowing, you begin to truly embody your soul's most profound potential, preparing you for the next layer of understanding. The entanglement you feel with others isn't metaphor, it's measurable physics. Have you ever caught yourself mirroring someone's mood, or feeling a profound connection across vast distances, as if your very essence was tethered? This isn't mere empathy, it's the echo of your soul's entangled blueprint, a quantum web woven from shared experiences and ancestral memory. We've explored how consciousness, through the observer effect, collapses wave functions, shaping our perceived reality. But what if the blueprint you're trying to manifest is already intricately woven into the very fabric of your being, a pre-existing pattern waiting to be recognized? This sub-part delves into the profound truth that you are not an isolated entity creating from a void, but a node within an infinitely interconnected field, a consciousness unraveling its own preordained, yet fluid, quantum tapestry. The promise is not one of forced creation, but of graceful recognition and alignment with the soul's inherent wisdom. The observer in you awakens. Your soul's blueprint is not a rigid decree etched in stone, but a dynamic, probabilistic wave function existing across multiple timelines. Think of it as a vast, shimmering crystal, each facet reflecting a potential experience, all vibrating with the resonance of your deepest truth. What mystics call divine will is, in quantum terms, the calibration of your personal vibrational architecture to the zero-point field, aligning your inner resonance with the entangled patterns of your soul's highest expression. This isn't about forcing a specific outcome, but about becoming a clear channel for the information already encoded within your energetic matrix. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, is constantly presenting you with opportunities to remember, to recognize the inherent perfection of your design. Pause and notice, what belief are you broadcasting right now that might be obscuring the clarity of this intricate, pre-existing pattern? The observer in you awakens. We are not merely observers of the quantum vacuum, we are co-creators within its potentiality, our thoughts and feelings acting as the very collapse mechanisms that solidify specific timelines from the infinite possibilities. Your subconscious, often seen as a hidden realm, is in fact a vast repository of entangled memories, ancestral echoes, and soul-level directives. When your conscious thoughts, your daily intentions, your spoken words, your focused attention, achieve coherence with this deeper vibrational architecture, you don't create a new reality, you unravel the existing quantum blueprint into manifest form. Imagine your soul's blueprint as a complex, multidimensional fractal. Each conscious choice that resonates with the underlying pattern causes a localized collapse, bringing a specific facet of that fractal into tangible existence. This is the essence of quantum belief systems. Understanding that your beliefs are not passive thoughts, but active forces that shape your entangled field, determining which aspects of your soul's blueprint are amplified and observed into your present experience. Are you remembering, or are you reprogramming the inherent code? The observer in you awakens. To truly align your conscious thoughts with your soul's entangled blueprint, we move beyond mere intention, setting and into the realm of energetic coherence. Begin with a practice of vibrational meditation, not to change what you are, but to perceive what you already are. Focus on the subtle energetic signatures of your deepest desires, not as something to be achieved, but as the inherent quality of your soul's current vibrational state. Feel the resonance of your blueprint as a palpable field around you. Then, engage in coherence rituals. This could be as simple as a daily practice of gratitude, focusing on the us feeling of already having what your soul blueprint implies, or a journaling technique where you ask your soul to reveal its inherent design through intuitive insights. Scientifically, we're calibrating your bio-energetic field to match the subtle frequencies of your soul's intended pathway. Notice the subtle shifts in your emotional landscape, the synchronicities that begin to appear. These are not random occurrences, but the universe responding to your field's alignment, the non-local synchronization of your inner state with your outer reality. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision? A subtle nudge from the entangled field. The observer in you awakens. You are not a sculptor chiseling a statue from raw, unformed clay. You are the sculptor who has discovered a perfect, pre-existing form hidden within the stone, and your task is to gently reveal it. Your soul's entangled blueprint is the divine architecture of your being, a masterpiece already complete in the quantum realm. By aligning your conscious thoughts and feelings, you become the clear aperture through which this inherent perfection collapses into your lived experience. This is the profound unraveling, the homecoming to your true, multidimensional self. The journey is not one of becoming, but of remembering. As you embrace this understanding, your energetic field expands, your resonance deepens, and the universe conspires to reflect the magnificent blueprint that has always resided within you, preparing you for the next layer of your soul's unfolding. The observer and the observed are one. This is both mysticism and quantum mechanics. Have you ever felt the universe whisper its secrets directly into your soul, a knowing that bypasses logic and lands with profound certainty? This is not a random occurrence. It's the echo of your deepest blueprint, resonating with the fabric of existence. We've explored how your energetic field extends far beyond the physical, how consciousness shapes reality, and how entanglement is a tangible force. Now, let's understand how to navigate life's currents not as a controller, but as a co-creator dancing with destiny. You are not a sculptor chiseling a form from inert clay. You are an unraveler, revealing the intricate, pre-existing design of your soul's entangled blueprint. This blueprint isn't a static map, but a dynamic, living algorithm, encoded in the very field that connects you to all that is. The quantum vacuum responds. This response is the symphony of your soul's inherent design, playing out through the events of your life. What mystics call divine timing, physicists are beginning to understand as non-local synchronization. Your consciousness, when aligned with your blueprint's vibrational architecture, accesses a specific probability wave, collapsing it into tangible experience. This is not about willing things into being through sheer force of intention, but about aligning your present vibrational state with the inherent potential already encoded within your entangled field. Think of it as tuning a radio. You aren't creating the station, you are simply adjusting your receiver to pick up the signal that's always broadcasting. The challenges you face, the opportunities that arise, are not external impositions, but synchronized pulses from your own soul's blueprint, signaling pathways for your evolution. Pause and notice. What belief are you broadcasting right now that might be attracting a specific frequency of experience? This intricate dance of unraveling involves a conscious calibration of your vibrational state. Your soul's blueprint is a complex waveform, an entangled pattern of potentiality. When your personal vibration, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, achieves coherence with this blueprint, you witness what we call synchronicity. It's the universe's way of reflecting back the alignment, guiding you along the most direct path of your soul's unfolding. This means understanding that every interaction, every seeming setback, is a data point, a signal from your deeper self. Are you remembering, or are you reprogramming your internal operating system to match the blueprint's inherent wisdom? The quantum vacuum, a sea of potential, responds to the coherent call of your aligned consciousness, drawing forth the experiences that facilitate the unraveling of your unique soul signature. It's like a double-slit experiment played out on the grand stage of your life. Your focused, coherent intention acts as the observer that guides the wave function towards a specific, blueprint-aligned outcome. To master this navigation, cultivate practices that foster this deep resonance. Begin with breathwork, not just as a calming technique, but as a means to synchronize your personal electromagnetic field with the zero-point energy of the cosmos. This acts as a foundational coherence ritual. Then, engage in what I call blueprint meditation. Instead of visualizing desired outcomes, visualize the feeling of your soul's inherent truth, its perfect alignment. Ask yourself, what does this situation reveal about the blueprint I am unraveling? This shifts you from a scarcity mindset of manifestation to an abundance mindset of revelation. Have you ever felt like time bent around your decision, guiding you effortlessly? That's your blueprint speaking. Integrate this awareness into your daily choices, treating each moment as an opportunity to refine your resonance. Your soul's entangled blueprint is not a destination to be reached, but a journey of continuous unraveling. The patterns you've perceived as limitations are merely uncalibrated frequencies within this grand design. By consciously aligning your vibrational state with the inherent wisdom encoded within your quantum field, you cease striving and begin flowing. You are not a separate entity manipulating an external reality, but an intrinsic part of the universal field, expressing its magnificent potential. This understanding is the key to living dynamically, to responding to life's events not with resistance, but with the profound recognition that each moment is a precisely orchestrated signal, a thread in the exquisite tapestry of your soul's unfolding. As we move forward, we will explore how to further amplify this blueprint-aligned coherence. There's a reason ancient mystics and modern physicists are saying the same thing at the deepest level. You are not a separate entity striving to build a reality, but a luminous expression of an inherent, infinitely complex blueprint. Your very essence, the signature of your soul, is woven into the fabric of existence, an entangled thread in the cosmic tapestry. The journey you perceive as manifestation is, in truth, an unraveling, a shedding of the illusory veils that obscure this intrinsic wholeness. Have you ever felt a profound sense of knowing a path before you walked it, as if the destination was already imprinted within your very being? This isn't foresight, it's the resonance of your soul's entangled blueprint calling you home. The observer in you is awakening to the reality that the observed is, and always has been, you. The wave function of your potential doesn't collapse into existence. It unfurls from the zero-point field of your true nature. What mystics call divine will physicists are now measuring as the inherent coherence of your entangled field. You are not crafting a destiny, you are remembering the vibrational architecture of your soul. The more you align with this inherent truth, the more your perceived reality mirrors the exquisite order already present within you. As you integrate this awareness, the next step is to recognize how this internal coherence actively recalibrates the external world. What neuroscientists call neuroplasticity, the ancients knew as soul transformation. This isn't about forcing outcomes, but about allowing your inherent design to unfold. Your deepest essence is not a sculptor of reality, but the very blueprint of it. You've been conditioned to believe you're pushing against a resistant universe, but the truth is far more elegant. The energetic signature you emanate, the subtle yet potent resonance of your being, is the primary architect of your experience. It calibrates the possibility space, drawing to you what aligns with your core vibrational architecture. Have you ever felt the profound ease when you finally surrendered a struggle, only for everything to fall into place? That's the universe responding to your intrinsic coherence, not your forceful will. The universe doesn't give you what you want, it reflects what you are. It's a cosmic mirror, showing you the entangled patterns you've unconsciously broadcast. This is the revelation: you are not a separate entity manipulating an external reality, but a focal point within a unified, interconnected field, expressing your unique soul song. Resonance builds as you recognize the observer and the observed are one. This isn't a metaphor, it's the fundamental nature of existence. The quantum field, the very fabric of all possibility, is intrinsically linked to your consciousness. When you cease striving and embrace being, your internal state achieves a state of coherence that aligns with your soul's blueprint. This is the essence of quantum grace, a life lived in effortless flow, where what you need arrives not through force, but through a natural convergence of entangled probabilities. Your life becomes a dance, not a battle, a harmonious expression of your deepest truth. You are not manifesting, you are unraveling the predetermined elegance of your soul's entangled blueprint, allowing it to express itself through you, into the world, a subtle yet profound shift in perception that invites a universe of synchronicity and ease. Remember this as we explore how to attune your inner state to this profound cosmic dance. Your awareness is the instrument that collapses infinite potential into lived reality, and in this final unfolding, we see not a creation of something new, but the magnificent unraveling of a pre-written, divinely entangled blueprint. The universe is not a blank canvas you're desperately trying to paint, it is a vast, intricate tapestry, and your soul is the weaver, guided by an ancient, cosmic design. Have you ever felt the pull of destiny, a sense that certain events were meant to be, not through rigid predetermination, but through a profound, non-local connection to your soul's ultimate expression? This sensation is the echo of your soul's inherent knowledge, a resonance with the quantum vacuum from which your unique waveform emerges. The field calibrates to your understanding that you are not an isolated entity struggling against the current of existence, but a nodal point within a unified consciousness, an expression of the cosmic intelligence that orchestrates all. What mystics term divine will, modern science is beginning to understand as the inherent ordering principle of the quantum field, a self-organizing intelligence that responds to the coherence of your inner state. Just as a crystal lattice forms according to precise energetic instructions, your lived experience is the manifestation of your soul's vibrational architecture, a complex symphony of intention and remembrance. You are not pushing against reality, you are aligning with its deepest, most benevolent trajectory. The field calibrates to your recognition that your perceived limitations are merely temporal distortions, wrinkles in the fabric of your soul's journey, rather than fundamental barriers. The quantum entanglement of your consciousness with the universe means that every insight gained, every fear released, every act of love performed, ripples through your entire timeline, collapsing possibilities and illuminating the path laid out by your soul's inherent wisdom. This is not about forcing outcomes, but about allowing the inherent intelligence of your being to express itself through you. Remember the double-slit experiment. The very act of observation, of conscious presence, determines the outcome. Your focused awareness, aligned with your soul's blueprint, is that observation. The field calibrates to your embodied knowing that this unraveling is an ongoing process, a continuous dance between the infinite potential of the quantum realm and the focused intention of your conscious being. You are the living embodiment of your soul's journey, a co-creator not of what could be, but of what is meant to be, as dictated by the intricate, beautiful code of your entangled essence. This is the ultimate freedom, to trust the unfolding, to surrender to the wisdom that resides within your very atoms, and to witness the universe conspire to reveal the masterpiece that is your soul's destiny. As you continue to integrate this understanding, you will find yourself not merely living life, but actively participating in its grand, quantum design, stepping ever more fully into the radiant future your soul has always known.